Hello darlings, welcome back. Today we're going to go over my July reads. I know it's already been a week since July passed away, but in my defense, this video was supposed to be uploaded on any of the first 3 days of August, but it couldn't. Not because of me, it wasn't my fault, okay? It was due to someone else's delay that my videos got late. My whole content calendar got messed up. How? Well, if you go to my channel, you'll see that the first video is Get Ready With Me for Raksha Bandhan. Well, that wasn't supposed to be. There were supposed to be 2 more videos. First video was an unboxing one, okay? Till now, my cart has reached a maximum of 5 items, okay? But that time, I bought 15. So, I was excited for it, but that package got delivered to me 2 weeks late. So obviously my schedule got shifted, and then the second video was supposed to be Get Ready With Me for my birthday. I got ready, okay? I got ready and everything, and then I realized that I forgot to hit record. So the camera was in front of me the entire time. It just wasn't recording. So, okay, that was my fault. But before the birthday one, this July read was supposed to be posted, but then I just, because of that unboxing one, it was shot in the first 3 days, so it got delayed. Then my birthday came, so I was like, okay, first let's do birthday. Then my birthday got over, and then we had Raksha Bandhan. So I was like, okay, you know what? We'll do the July reads after Raksha Bandhan. Let's do that one first. So here we are now, okay? That was my journey till now. And even now, everything was falling apart. I was setting up the camera and everything, but everything was falling apart. Everything! Ugh. It was like no one wants me to shoot this video. So now, finally, I'm here after all this trouble. So, you know what? Let's get right into it. Okay, so I read 5 books this July. It was a bit low, but I was also working. These are the books, by the way. I put my camera full. See? This is what I'm talking about. No one wants me to record the damn video. Are you stable? Can we do this? Let's drink some water first. I didn't think talking about books will become so chaotic. Oh. Okay. I'm ready. I was also doing an internship. That's why I could only read 5. Okay, so let's start. First one is A Reaper at the Gates by Sabaa Tahir. I really hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Because if I'm not, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay, so yes, the first one is that. And this is the 3rd book in the series. And I am loving this series a lot. Like, this is really amazing. It follows the story of a girl named Laya and Elias. It's a more oppressor and slave situation going on. So Elias belongs to the empire that is the oppressing party, and Laya belongs to scholars community that is the suppressed. Okay, so it's a tale of how they will fight back. Then there is another character, Helene, who is Elias's friend, and she becomes the second in command of the entire empire. Like, she's the right hand of the king, or the emperor, who is also someone everyone hates because he's really twisted. So that's kind of like the story. It follows scholars and empire, marine, tribes, So it's like really power packed, and I'm really loving it. Now this one in particular is following the story of Laya. She is now traveling through the marine land because now there is an even bigger evil to fight, that is the Nightbringer. So he's a jinn, and the jinn and the scholars have a very ancient feud. Scholars, misused the jinn's kindness and wisdom, trapped the jinns in a place called the Waiting Place. And so yes, there was the soul catcher, now replaced by Elias, who has become the new soul catcher. So his journey is about connecting more with Moth and learning the secrets that the place holds. So it's Elias' story follows that, and like I already told, Laya's story follows what all she does in the Marine Kingdom. And then there's Helene, who is the Blood Shrike, okay? And the Blood Shrike has a personal feud with the commandant, who trains the masks, the special commandos, that are considered to be the best soldiers of the empire. So the commandant trains them, and she's also Elias's mother. So yeah, she's also a servant of the Nightbringer, so she's acting on his wishes, causing a lot of trouble in the empire. And Helene wants to stop it all and wants to well, she also wants to avenge her family's death by the hands of the Emperor Marcus. And her sister is married to Marcus and she's also pregnant now with the heir to the throne. So yeah, it's like a lot is happening. We have 3 puffs in this: Laya's, Elias's, and Helene's. Okay, this pattern has been followed since the second book. The first one had only Elias and Laya. Second had the 3 of them. This one also has the 3 of them, with some rare chapters with the Nightbringers POE. So yes, that's about it. I really wanted to start with the 4th book, but I was kind of missing these, so I reread these. I will read the 4th and the last part of the series. This is the Ember Quadrant series, and I will read that in August, this month. Okay, so that was about it. I would rate it 4 out of 5. I'm really loving it. I actually started this in, I guess, March or April. It took me a lot of time to read it, not because it's boring or anything, no, it's far from it, but because life was happening, okay? And it was throwing a lot at me all together, so I just wasn't able to make time for reading as much as I wanted. But yes, I finally finished it in July, so that's why it's amongst the July reads. Okay, now these 3, they are my love. Okay, so this is the Infernal Devices series, and it consists of the Clockwork Angel, the Clockwork Prince, and the Clockwork Princess. This follows the story of Shadowhunters, or the Nephilim. They are half angels, half humans. So they're like these angelic warriors that fight the demons, actually the demons, literal demons, protect the mundanes, the us low mere human creatures. So it follows the story of the Shadowhunters and the Downworlders, that consists of werewolves, vampires, witches, warlocks. I haven't explicitly seen witches being mentioned, it's more like warlocks. Actually, this is part of a very big franchise, okay? And the first series, I would say, is the Mortal Instruments. That's the first one I read. That's the one that got me interested in this whole world. That's also the first book series that I read of the fantasy genre. So yes, there's that. I really enjoyed that too. I started reading this whole franchise when I was 16. Okay, so at the time I liked it. The Mortal Instruments. I'm talking about the first book or the first 3 books. Looking back now, some concepts are a bit weird. The whole situation of the protagonist and her love interest is a bit weird if I think about it now. But there's that. We're talking about these 3, my rereads. So this one, the Infernal Devices, it follows the story of 3 characters, Tessa, Jem, and Will. Okay, Jem and Will are shadow hunters, and Tessa she has some special powers right from the start. She can become anyone. Okay, she is not a typical shapeshifter. She actually changes. She becomes the person she changes into. So that's her superpower, and that's what the Magister, the villain of the series, wants to use her for. And then there's some Clockwork creatures. Now, who did I went back for? Jem. Jem has my heart, guys. He is like, I absolutely love him. I'm in love with him. Okay, have been, still am. I might like other book characters, but he is the one I'm most loyal to. You know, Will is the type of typical bad boy and walls up, don't want to be involved with you because of your own safety kind of person. Jem is open, observant, and calm and grounded and kind. Well, the only downfall he has is that he has an illness, and because of which he's dying. But yeah, I love him. And the first time I read this, I remember that was the first time and the only time till now that I've actually cried for a character. I cried for 1 day straight towards the end, I would say. I don't want to spoil it for anyone. So yes, I cried a lot. It's also kind of a love triangle between them, but it is a very rare love triangle where they all love each other so much that they cannot stay without each other. Both the guys accept that Tessa has feelings for both of them, and they don't force it out of her. They don't make her choose, nothing like that. So yeah, it's a very beautiful love triangle. I'm talking about all 3 books together, so you know, some stuff is happening in first, some is happening in second, some is happening in third. That's why I'm taking so long. So yes, the first one, it starts with typical Tessa and Will get attracted to each other and blah blah blah. And the thing is that majority of people like Will and Tessa more than Tessa and Jem, but not me. I love Jem and Tessa more than Will and Tessa, because Will and Tessa are like so typical. Okay, he pushes her around, she yearns for him, she wants him, but he keeps on pushing her. He's like, no, I can't be with you. And when they finally can be together, he's like, oh, I'm so in love with you. I was rooting for them in the first book, I'm not gonna lie, but towards the end of the first book, I dropped them. I don't care. Okay, and then the second book explored Jem and Tessa more, their friendship and their bond and everything, and it was really good. And then the third one, everyone's feelings was in the open and everyone loved the other one, and then more characters are brought in, Will's sister and some more characters. So yes, it's a good story. Okay, it's great, it's amazing. I just absolutely love it, and it's my comfort read, and I was missing Jem so much, so I went back to it. I dropped the 4th book of the Amber Quartet and Quartet or Quartet? What's the word? Quartet. Okay. So So I dropped that and I went back to this because I was missing him a lot. Okay. You know what? Now that I think about it, Tessa and Will can be with each other. They can totally be with each other. I'm fine with them now. Because now I want this beautiful violin playing, so amazing person for myself. I want Jem for myself. Oh, by the way, oh my god, how could I forget? Do you see him? Him, yeah, this. His name is also Jem. I named him after the character I'm in love with. He's been with me since I was 17. So yes, he's seen a lot. He's been with me through a lot. And I absolutely love him. He's my everything. Jem is my everything. So, he's Jem. As simple as that. Okay, I can go on about this and like, I would actually retell the whole story if I don't stop now. So I'll wrap this up. I will give this 5 out of 5 because I'm biased. There was the 4th one. I don't have the physical copy. I read it on Kindle. It's... I forgot the name. Let me just check my Kindle. Oh my god, how can I forget? I just remember that it's by Runyx. I just don't remember the name. The Predator. Yes. The Predator by Runyx. It was also amazing. It's a dark romance, okay? It's the story of 2 mafia at war. There's Tristan Kane, who belongs to one side, and then there's Morano Vitalio, who belongs to the other. One is Outfit, and Morano Vitalio is from the rival family. The story takes place between these 2 characters, and it was kind of a, you know, different read for me. I've read things like this before, but on Wattpad, that was a long time back, so don't judge me, okay? Everyone has read stuff on Wattpad once in their life. So, I was curious, okay? So, I read these types of stories there, so this one felt a lot like a Wattpad read to me. I don't know, maybe because that's the only place I read this kind of stuff and not in an actual book. And I was also not reading from a physical book and rather reading it online, so it just kind of felt the same. But yes, I would say it's an official book, so obviously this one has more credibility to it. Not every Wattpad book is good, as we all know. I won't take names, you know. Yes, it was a good read. I would give it 3.5 stars, okay? Because it didn't, it felt really simple. I don't know why. So it felt simpler to the fantasy worlds that I read. And then the whole online Wattpad vibe. Yes, so it wasn't really helping it either. So it's not as if the book is bad, it's just that, I don't know, it just... Maybe if I reread it again after some time, I would enjoy it more. And also it was the first book that I read on Kindle. Okay, I've just started reading on Kindle. It was also my first ebook, so maybe I'll just have to get a bit used to the medium first. So it's not necessarily the book, it's more the platform and the medium that I read it on. So I'm definitely going to reread it after I get comfortable with reading on Kindle, so that, you know, I can do the book justice. So you tell me, okay, if you've read the Infernal Devices series, which couple do you prefer and why? And also if you've read the Ember Quartet or the Runyx, the Dark Wars series. If you have any book recommendations for me, drop them below. So yes, basically engage, people, please. I love reading comments, okay? So please, I'm asking you nicely, please comment and subscribe. Otherwise I will unleash all the Clockwork creatures upon you. That's it, right? Subscribe and hit the like button, and also the bell icon next to the subscribe button so that you'll be notified when I post the next video. That will be books that I bought recently, and I bought like 10 books yesterday. So if you want to see which ones, hit the like button, subscribe, comment, and press the bell icon, okay? And do follow me on Instagram. I'll share the link in the description box. So yes, that's it from me. Now, bye-bye.